Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Kengan Omega chapter 226, titled Someone Waiting. Who's waiting? I have no idea, but there's only one way for us to find out. Before we get into that, as always, if you haven't already, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. I'd like to try and hit at least 100 likes on this week's reaction. Now then, without any further ado, let's get right into the chapter, shall we? I hope the fight is not over this week. 16 pages. It ain't happening. You got these two men here, looking a little roughed up, a little sweaty, a little disheveled. There's been a lot of homoeroticism in the last two videos. I don't know what it is. Now, this is a true clash of champions. The battle of the gods rages on. Well, we're getting very dramatic, but, I mean, you have Agito, who is just godlike when it comes to fighting. And you have Jirota, who's used the fucking judo god. So, makes sense. The fighter, Onoda Ikai, later recounted this match, saying, oh, we're doing Baki stuff now. Everything went dead silently. The two rushing towards each other. What will happen when they clash? Looks like Jirota tries to do a grab, but Agito ducks underneath it, gets a right uppercut into Jirota's face, but Jirota can kind of eat attacks. Yeah, he tanked it. He lands an elbow strike to Agito's face, and then goes for a kind of a weird-looking right hook. But I like the movement of it. Then we see a little figure eight, a little infinity. I believe it's time to whip out Formless. Oh, Formless martial arts, of course. He starts beating on Jirota. Jirota's knocked back, he's bleeding. And he just starts wailing on him. Oh, I like this. This I like a lot, actually. One side, you've got Agito and martial arts, and the other side, you've got Agito and Formless, and they're both beating on him. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a good panel. That's the Formless style. Did everything just go quiet? He's moving into his endgame. I hope not already. There's just too many to block. Arashiyama's getting forced back. He lands another strike to Jirota's face. And he strikes back. Yeah, Jirota's got pretty good durability. The man can take a beating. This is Agito we're talking about here. Agito has incredibly powerful strikes. So, Jirota, you're a little tanky, my friend, which is good. No, wait. Oh, Agito tries to grab Jirota from behind. It's a throw! Or not. But wait! Let's see, we're going to ground game here. He's lost his balance. Now Agito's got him by the back. Is Agito gonna fucking suplex him? Now what's he gonna... It's a naked choke! He's strangling him without a shred of mercy. I find it unlikely that both fights are going to be ended by a naked choke. I find that somewhat unlikely. The tables have flipped. This is what Kano Agito, the most powerful fighter of the Kengan Association, is capable of. Is Kuroki not in the Kengan Association anymore? I wouldn't be shocked. He basically just showed up for the tournament. Though, I wonder how often Agito's fighting in the Kengan matches now. How regular of a fighter is he? But Arashiyama's holding out for dear life. Can he turn things back around? Yeah, I hope so. I agree with you, guy who's screaming in the background. I hope Jirota can. Now he's tightening even harder. This must be absolutely excruciating for Arashiyama. Huh? Are you really losing? What a letdown. I guess that's all you've got, huh? You talking to Meguro? Hey, Meguro. Come on. try a little harder. Aren't you supposed to be my nemesis? Those are some creepy-ass eyes you got there. I know... I don't think Giroda would be aware of this. He wouldn't be, actually, but it kind of reminds me of, you know, the gouged out eye socket on Meguro after, you know, Mutaba did what Mutaba does. So, Giroda, are you going to use your grip? You going to rip out chunks of Agito's arm? What are you going to do? How are you breaking out of this shit? So let's see here. Agito seems to be surprised as Giroda's tugging on his arms. He stands up while Agito has him in the naked choke. Is he up? He's up! He's back on his feet! But how's he gonna turn the tables now? He smiles. You have my thanks, Meguro. Holy fuck! He just leaps forward and smashes Agito headfirst into the floor. My goodness. Huh? That was a risky move. He bashed both their heads on the ground. There was no martial arts theory behind that or anything. The judo masters resorted to brute force. He's escaped certain defeat with a madcap move, the likes we've only seen from Yorizuka Sa-Pang. And I guess Okoya kind of did something similar with, like, jumping off the top rope. Agito can't defend the top of your skull. He got him good. Kano's head was slightly higher, and his arms and legs were occupied. Yeah, so he wasn't able to defend himself. He wasn't able to brace himself for impact. Arashiyama used the naked choke against him. Kano's suffered heavier damage. And based on that blurriness there, he suffered a concussion, which is something that somehow these guys do not suffer very often, despite how much head trauma we see them incur during all of their fights. Giroda throws a kick, and he strikes Agito in the face. He knocks him up off the ground. I can't afford to lose. Not when I have someone waiting for me. The person waiting for you is way worse than Agito. Agito is so much stronger than Hayami. It's crazy. And naturally, that's the end of the chapter. Now, you can't afford to lose Giroda, but this is Agito we're talking about here. And Agito's whole gimmick is adapting and growing stronger throughout a fight. I'm still expecting Agito to win. He's gonna turn this around somehow, because it's Agito. He's the evolution machine. However, Giroda's definitely in the better position right now. And I would not complain if we had such a surprising outcome as Agito's second loss ever. You know, Agito losing once was the biggest deal. It was unbelievable that it happened. If we have him lose again, that's going to be insane. That's going to be crazy, especially given that Agito's gotten stronger since the Annihilation tournament. For Giroda to beat him, whew. Oh boy, would Giroda stocks go up. Oh my god. And it'd be a nice twist. It'd be the most surprising outcome. Very few people would expect such a thing to happen, and I think for the most part, people would not be upset. We like when the underdogs win. It's funny for someone as ridiculous as Giroda to be an underdog, but when you go up against someone like Agito, that's just going to be the case. So, given the damage Agito's taken, and, you know, the fact that Giroda's pretty roughed up, thinking the fight probably ends next week. I wouldn't complain about it lasting for another 2 chapters, though. It's been pretty solid. It's just been a solid little fight. I've enjoyed it. I like both of these fighters a lot, as you all know. So I will probably be satisfied, regardless of whatever the outcome is. But with that, that's all I've got for this week's reaction. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Kengan Omega chapter reactions every week that we get a new chapter. If you enjoy discussing Kengan Omega with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce on this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to that down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.